Hurricane damaged boardwalk. This dental office trims their shrubs to look like molars. This cedar wood I was cutting is purple inside. This guy collected stickers from all failed presidential campaigns. Local tire shop has a jar full of various things they found inside of pop tires. My orange had a little mini orange growing inside of it. I dropped my headphones in the sand and all the iron collected on the magnets. The wool of an Australian merino sheep. This Tabasco tray on our pizza. This purple roly-poly I found today. These are stacked metal pipes. The snow on top of this mountain that looks like a lizard. My brother's cat has thumbs. This building has cartoon windows. I made a Pueblo out of clay for my Roborowski hamster. 32 years of billboards removed to reveal an original Spaceballs advertisement. Snow had just the right conditions so that it rolled up like a carpet. We discovered a locked safe in the floor during remodel of our old home. The billboard of national debt I pass every day. This Pakistani dress has a Shutterstock watermark on it. This massive remote that my grandma uses. My Uber driver had a northeast setup in the backseat. Fan looks like it's missing a blade. My collection of Lego classic spacemen in every official color. My dad converted a rolled Mini Cooper into a electric car. My eggs look like they are frowning back at me. The sunset perfectly aligns with the skyscraper. This rock looks like a iguana head. The vodka aisle at a supermarket in Poland. My new set of sheets came with a handy little pocket. My friend's extensive Pringle collection wall. My school's library has noise level guides that change color when it gets too loud. This stick I found looks like a burning torch, flame included. My late grandma still had her TV operating guide from 1962. At my work, we have bags of pure Oreo cream. I found a pebble that looks like a slice of French toast. The pattern my coffee made after I fell, and the cup rotated on the floor. Picasso pebble. My chemistry book has Guy Fieri in it. My uncle built little stairs for his little dog. This apple's flesh is the same color as its skin. This diner has pictures around corners. Huge but shaped mushroom grew in my yard overnight. The perfect coating of snow on my car. There's a fully operational Blockbuster in my town. My pizza box gave suggestions for alternate uses. The way a spider made a web on my Spider-Man. Ice sheet holding on to trees after flood subsides. An ice cream cup made of banana leaves. One of my neighbors is giving a blind date with a book to anyone passing by. All of my pens are made in Japan except the red one. My M&Ms sank, but the Miz stayed behind. There's a red car every 3 other cars. This store lets customers choose whether they want to be bothered by the staff. My tent takes longer to set up if you speak Spanish. I killed a mosquito and his blood filled one square in my window screen only. I found a door and nothing else on an abandoned beach. The London Eye fitting almost perfectly in the toilet window. The expiration date on my mayo is Mayo. The ink stains on my wet receipt look like a fantasy map. This mattress looks like an ice cream sandwich. This can of paint looks like a cat. This frozen hood Jaguar figure. My friend had a bug on his windshield that made him look like a Godzilla monster. A buck decided to lay down by my university's library windows. My amputated leg looks like a butt. This guy runs a coffee shop out of a beetle. My mom found a baby owl on the porch behind the firewood. This Arby's has a plaque for a customer that died. This bird that looks like Danny DeVito. My space-saving cat tower. The sediment from this chemical reaction looks like a marshy forest. These bikes have airless tires. Our smoke detector caught fire. This seagull struck me a pose on the top floor of mall. This fake skylight in the surgery waiting room. This curtain pattern looks like Squidward. This golden record / rocket pizza cutter. Someone braided this bush to get it out the way for kids using the slide. This rooftop for bicycles so the saddle won't get wet. My new turtleneck has an incorporated face mask. This sofa set made out of red bricks. E-Carly that my co-worker grew in a petri dish. The paint peeling on this building kind of looks like the head of a lion. This redid glass I found at a thrift shop. This tiny plant growing in my car window. My ID left an impression of my ID pic on my badge holder. The paint on this building is the same shade as the sky. This cool pyramid house I drove by. This hexagon vein structure on my wrist. This cocaine bust in my kid's book. The new Canadian $2 coin, Toonie, glows in the dark. This hidden sloth on my brew Dr. Kombucha. Notice cardboard hangers instead of plastic hangers while working on my shift. Amish / Mennonite people looking at a supercar. I broke a yard decoration that had 2 frogs and found inside one pig playing guitar. Friend tore down his wall for renovations and found this mural on another wall behind it. This window filters out the exact wavelength of light that my gloves reflect. In Germany we have puke sinks in some public places that have events like the Oktoberfest. My shirt looks brown, but if you look closely it's actually made only with red, blue, and yellow thread. Kurt Cobain's air guitar on display in Casey Park in his hometown of Aberdeen, Washington. Taking quotes for a new neon sign for the bar I work at, and one of the companies brought their neon palette. My odometer has number 0, 1 1, 2 2s, 3 3s and 4 4s. This picture I took of 2 swans that looks like one swan with a smaller second head. This airplane sleeping mask has different sides depending on if you want the flight attendant to wake you up for meals or not. Found a patch of moss behind a loading dock that looks like a tiny tropical island with a palm tree. Someone texted me as I was photographing this clock, giving it a Salvador Dali effect. This college made a water bottle with a map of the campus on it. It also shows places where you can fill it up. My cat used the stairs when the primer was drying. Years later the paw print is still there. Hurricane Irma eroded away the dune this pine tree was growing on. Talbot Island State Park, Nassau, Florida. We had our last box of seasoning so long that the number of years on the label has now changed. This Korean snack has 2 notches on the bag, so you can open at the second notch for easier access in the later stages of snacking.